All right, we're recording. Let's go ahead and kick this off. Yo, what's up, everyone? Hello. It's call number 6. I can't believe it's call number 6. For some reason, it feels like we've been doing this a bit longer, but it's just been a month and a half, which also looking at it, just being a month and a half is really exciting because there's been a lot of growth and I see a lot of value, and I think that this is really helping out. And I mean, that's the whole point of it. And right now, I just felt it was appropriate to do a call on what's going on right now because it's real. It's the reality of it, and it's going to be about finding the solution. Through times like this, through uncertain times. Also, how we can manage our web design businesses through these times. Now, first, I just want to start off and just say that I do other group. I'm in another group that I've been in for a little while. And this group, it's similar to this right here, but it's more for the creative industry. And in this group is more of the intermediate to really pro expert levels. We got some people in this group that are really high levels, been in the industry for a long time. And last night we did a group call and it was on this same exact thing, just discussing what's going on and how it's affecting our businesses and what to do and find the solution through it. And I have to say, when I got off that call, I was just going through so many emotions. I was feeling so many things. One of them, I was feeling the gravity of everything. But the other one, I was feeling very optimistic. I was feeling very grateful. And because I felt like getting through that call and being on it, that I wasn't alone in it. And that did so much for me. And I still I'm still kind of just feeling, it's hard to put into words. It really is hard to put into words. Because first what I wanted to do inside this call was allow everybody here, to just open up, have everyone give a chance to open up and address what's going on. How is this actually affecting you? How has it been affecting your business? How are you feeling about this? And to just open up and get that part out the way so we could understand each other as well. I'll go ahead and kick it off and go ahead and start it off on my side about, how this has been affecting me. And I'm going to admit right off the bat that I've been very insensitive towards the whole situation up until recently. I'm the type of person who likes to stay focused on solutions. I don't like to feed into negativity. In my home country, they're going through a lot of stuff, and I stayed out of it. I kind of didn't want to listen to media. I just wanted it to boil over, and I just didn't want to fall into, I didn't want. I felt like if I opened up, I would get sucked into the media and negativity going on. I didn't want that to happen, so I just stayed busy. I put my head down and just grinded away, and this weekend I took time off and I had to step back and I had to really look at a few things. And I started getting the reality started hitting me when I started to see what it was doing to my clients. I started to see a couple of our clients, I don't think they're going to make it. I really do not see their business surviving this. We've had a couple other projects not come through, get canceled. And then, I've had another client, which is in emergency mode. They need to change everything around. I was out. I got a call from a client. Right now, they've invested a lot into doing events, music events, and they call me up. They're like, "We're in emergency. We don't care the price. We don't care what it takes. We need this right away because our artists. We want to make sure our artists are still being taken care of and being paid. We need to build an online platform where people could watch the videos online and pay them via online." And just all this right here, when I started looking at what my clients are going through, that's what kind of just snapped me out of it. That started snapping me out of it. And that was this last weekend. And I could say right now, I'm just now coming to the terms with everything. I'm just now coming to the acceptance of it all. And, the thing is, I realize I need to acknowledge the reality of the situation in order to move forward. So I think a good starting point here inside this group, since this is something like we're all going through different things at different times, is, you know, for everyone here to like just share what it is, how it is right now for you, how is this affecting your business, so we could each take time to acknowledge it and to understand each other. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Feel free to like step in. Everyone gets a chance to just, you know, just talk about it. You know, what is this doing for you? How are you feeling about this? What's it doing for your business and your clients? So yeah, let's go ahead and open it up from there. All right, who wants to go first? It's a hard one. It's a
I can try. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing your story there, Jeff. I think all of us are lucky for the industry that we're in. Like you said, it's not a direct impact, it's an impact of our clients, and therefore it trickles down to us. So it will impact us, but what we've been doing is trying to find ways that we can support our clients. So I've noticed a lot of other industries offering classes online for free. Like I think Fitness Planet or something is doing online fitness classes for free and creating more brand loyalty with their customers to kind of help them calm down through these times and have someone they can rely on. So we're just kind of exploring like what we can do to help take care of our customers, maybe giving them some maintenance for free, or email templates or something where we're putting aside the money aspect and investing in them long term. That's just something that we've been thinking about. If anybody else has ideas towards that, it would help. But yeah, we're staying positive over here too, despite everything, and just prepared to help take care of our community when we can. It's the best we can do at this time, I think.
Hi guys.
Hey, Clement.
I will give short. And sorry because I'm with some people here, but I want to, for me, because I'm new in this industry, not so many clients already, but luckily for me that the project is ongoing. So currently I'm still doing about 1 until 3 projects, but I don't know later. That's all. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Clement. And thanks, Lauren. I got a little stuck right there. Yeah, so let's call. Oh, who's that?
No, maybe Narwastu want to say something. Hi, Narwastu.
You guys know each other?
Yeah, we did. Oh my God.
So the whole point of this right here, like to start it off, and first off, let me just say that, the purpose of it is not to like create fear or come from a fear base. Purpose of it is to first just acknowledge it, to take the time to acknowledge how this is really affecting our businesses and to find a solution, because I definitely want to keep everything solution based, because I believe there is a good solution to it. And like some of the things you mentioned, Lauren, definitely are really big solutions, and especially when it comes to taking care of clients. Like I said, last night I was on that call and I got to hear from people that have been around for a long time that have already gone through this. They've already gone through it. I just got a bunch of notes here, and one of the big notes that I got was need to take a moment and realize everything has changed. like it just has changed. And then the second one follow up for that is, it's not the first time. This is not the first time the industry has changed, the market has changed. You know, we had 2001 with the .com. It changed our market then. We had 2008 with, you know, with all that stuff that went on. It all changed, and this is now the new change right here and how we're going to pivot through it. But first, I don't know, I think it really helps, like, just hearing from everyone. That way, like, I believe in unity is strength. I believe numbers, you know, people together working together, and I'm really hoping that we could do that here. Like, you know, bring that unity and strength together.
Agree, man.
All right, so who's up? If you want to just check in, just check in. If you want to go ahead and, you know, get a little bit deeper, that would be awesome and helpful, not just to us, but to you.
I was trying to find like the turn on the camera, but it doesn't work. So I just like I was just trying to do things on Zoom that like how to turn on my camera, but it doesn't work anyway. So yeah, actually I am a translator. Like my current income is actually from translating. So that I usually working for the big hotels and chain restaurants to translate their promotion or all the things. So because of the coronavirus situation, my income gets less than half right now. And then like I want to move on to the WordPress because of this kind of reason. Like the first thing, whatever the enterprises have a trouble, the first thing they do to cut down is marketing. So that like I infected like last year something like the one company has a like problem with the money. They cut off their marketing budget, and the first thing was like the multiple language thingy. So this is why I want to move to the website building part instead of like staying in the translation, which is more vulnerable or more easy to be cut off from their marketing budget. So yeah, and then like I've been having a little bit difficult situation here. Also, I'm from Korea, but I live in Thailand. So visa situation, and my money just like income became just half, like less than half this month. And then I have just one client. I'm still beginner of the WordPress, so like still having a one client. But after the one client, because of everyone in Thailand having the same trouble, they don't have enough money to spend for their marketing, so they don't want to build a website. I met some like few people face to face, but they're not really positive. They don't have any like extra money for like spend money for the website. And then I like totally understand this kind of situation. I can see just like the road is dying. No one is on the road, and like no tourism going on here. So yeah, and yeah, it's a bit having a trouble. I have a little bit like tough time, but I decide to focus on like learning more, and then building my mock-up site, or like trying to learn some like a list of like the front-end coding like HTML, CSS, which I wanted to always learn, and then like have more deeper skills. So I'm focusing on learning, and that's my daytime. I'm not really like, also I think I not really have a big hope to find a new client like this month or next month. And because of just all the situation, and then like everyone just suffered the money right now. And I understand. And then actually I was a nurse too, so I understand, like just hope that everything just goes fine in a few months, and then my visa situation will be fine too.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that, man. It looks like Ellie as well has been, she wrote in the chat here, you know, she's also taking classes and putting more into the learning during this period as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think better to do something rather than just like looking at the situation and worry about. And some few things I can't, like we can't really do, like we can't really force the client who doesn't have money and then like to make a website, like it would be good for you. We can't do that for them, just, yeah, I understand also they're really, really suffering to find the new, their client, their own client. And then, yeah, I can see it. So yeah, it's like better just to learn something and giving our own time to like set up the skills.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for sharing. That was real right there.
Jeff, can I jump in and say something? I've been trying to, but my network on the phone call today isn't been the best. So I'm more of a listener today. Otherwise, so I want to just add on that I completely align with what Nitu just said, that this is a perfectly good time to add on some new skills. Maybe it's web designing, maybe it's development, or maybe something which is unrelated at all. Because as you started the chat by saying that you don't really want, you are not one of those people who are spreading negativity, and I am on the same path as that. People around me, I see people booking flights, so I have a lot of friends here. This is a little off business related, but just awareness of the situation. People are trying to go back to their homes and they are booking flights, it's getting canceled, visas getting extended. So I'm sure we all, as digital nomads, or wherever we are, if we are out of our country and we don't have a citizenship there, I think we all are going through this at the moment, right? So with that, we cannot neglect the fact that things are being affected, you know, on a global cycle for sure. But I also align with the fact that if we are spreading it more, if you are giving our energy more to this fear, I'm sure it is happening. You cannot deny it, but I think that we talking about it doesn't stop it. So I feel that, there is really no need to spread the word that, this has been a problem. Everyone is aware of it. So awareness, once the awareness comes in the picture, it does pretty much get sorted that yes, it's a problem. Everything is getting cancelled. I am grateful again this week that this call is being continued and there has been no cancellations on that, because I was going to a meditation retreat for 10 days and last minute I got to know it got cancelled, and today I am here. So grateful again that, we all are sitting in our homes and talking about it to get a collectiveness to a positive level rather than just oh man, how will I go home? How will I get visa? This has been a talk of the town anyway. So it's nice to be here. So what I am doing is, if you, because everybody was sharing how is impacting their businesses. So it's a good time to learn anything new, like any music, or if you want to learn something positive, negative, new things, whatever you want to learn. But yes, I do feel that if we are looking for, I really don't know how it's going to impact, because my clients were set up in a way that I finished their work thinking that I'm going to be off for 10, 11 days, and I will start afresh. That was the idea. But now I'm going to look for clients because the plans are not supposed to be the way it was supposed to be. So let's see how it goes. For now, I am don't have a lot of work to do. So I am trying to collaborate with people. If I can get, if someone has additional work in the world, which I'm not really sure, it's the best time to ask, So I feel that it is impacting us, but it's a situation for everyone. But the only thing which I'm grateful, which I see a lot of fellow nomad people talking, that we are in an industry, which is the positive point, that the kind of work we do is, we can always, we don't need to go to offices. We don't need to be anywhere. We can just be at our place and work. Yes, the websites or whatever we need from the customers can be a bit delay here or there, but let's keep our hopes high. And I'm sure somebody might be looking to get their website up at this time, thinking that, everything is shut down. This is the time for me to get my website, because, nobody is really looking for it. So this is the idea I would follow, that I would still try to approach people. And this is the time not to take advantage, but you see, lots of people are at home thinking that it's corona going on or whatever stuff is going on, and everything is paused. But I feel that there are some people out there who can still be looking to not shut down their businesses. So if you keep looking, or just keep posting things. I'm sure maybe you will not get 10 projects at once, but maybe one or two is good enough to get through for the next weeks or so. This is what my idea of it. So just spreading positivity as much as possible. That's what I feel. And that's it. Thanks.
Yes, that's very good. Yeah.
Because the whole world is not shutting down. Yes, the borders are getting closed and everything, but it's the same situation in India where I am right now. But I think if you still try to approach some local people, as Jeff always said, start with your local community, they can still think of this. If you tell them that, this is the time when everything is shut down, and, this is a good time for you to invest some time, because sooner or later this will end. And when this will end, your online business will be up and running, and you will not have to wait for this to end. This is my ideology behind it. That's what I feel.
As long we have internet connection, we will live.
Yes. As you have internet connection, it's all going good. There are no worries down there, I feel.
If no, we have to meditate.
Yes, collective meditation is a solution as well, I feel.
And you're going to do the
Come on,
same.
Narwastu.
I think it's pretty interesting topic, because we never faced this crisis before, and then the world isn't prepared as well as the crisis. And I think coronavirus affect all of our industry, whether it's good or bad, but mostly are bad. But in this part, I think that we have concern called as digital nomads, or maybe working remotely, having such good positive ways, and become more acknowledged than before. And after this crisis, coronavirus happened in 2 months, I had so many clients that needs urgent site, or maybe a little bit change. So I think that's it. I think I need to rethink more about the topic, because I never faced it. I never faced this epidemic, a pandemic before. So just let it flow. I think right now.
Maybe it's like a frozen song. Let it go, let it go.
Cool. Arkham, Bua, you guys want to jump in?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, here, I mean, I think the website industry is not really get affected that much. It just depends on the clients also, from what I see. And like you said before, like it's just something that we cannot control, and then we just have to find a solution out of it, and and keep going and do what we can. Yeah. And I really hope that this is gonna pass soon. Really, this is scary, but I just try to look at the positive side. This is like the opportunities also for people who's like, they need to change the way they run their business. Like, they probably never jump on the website or think that like the sale at the shop is going to be forever things. But right now they probably like acknowledge that the world is changing to the new phase. It might be like, I think it's gonna be like this for a while, like from the news, and I try to stay away from that. But reality is just like, I think the web development industry is gonna be, I don't want to say it's like it's gonna be perfect for the moment like this, but it is too. Like, people are gonna using more, you know, people are not really going out, and then yeah, like they need to upgrade their e-commerce and their business, and the online it's, I think that they can rely on. Yeah, it's still a positive way. Even like I really want this to be end soon, like this virus thing, you know, like this situation, but it's always a good side to look at it too. It's not all like a bad, like 100%. It's not all good 100%, but it's still like in the middle between that. It's just like how we look at it and then see the opportunities, and then what we can do to helping people too. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Pua. Arkham, do you want to jump in before we...
Hi everyone, how are you doing, Jeff?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So I'm now focusing on YouTube, just making new videos on YouTube and learning something new. I got one project on Facebook and I did that. That was very good. And now I'm basically focusing on YouTube and uploading videos on YouTube. So that's it.
All right, cool. You got a new project?
Yeah, I got one.
Awesome. Good to hear that, man. Looks like the grinding away is working.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Someone is getting some work, so it's nice. We all will.
Thanks, man.
Got to celebrate the wins for sure. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So I think like, I think it was good to get it out there and like, you know, just to hear some of the honesty of what we're going through. I mean, I'll be first one to say, I don't like to ever admit weaknesses. I don't like to like show, like, I don't like to show fear. Like, and I don't buy into it. I'm like, a lot like what Rajav talks about. And you know, like, I really understand that part because I try to stay so focused on the solution. I try to stay so focused into it. But the reality is, you know, I mean, to say there's no fear in a situation like this would be lying. You know, it just would be because there's just so much uncertainty that's going on. You know, I got family that's really, you know, going through. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. And, you know, I keep myself as busy as possible so I don't have to feel it. But when I do stop to feel it, it's there. You know, but it's not about, look, I don't think fear is wrong. It's about what you do it. I got this, what you do with it. Like I got this one thing that someone sent out to me and it says like, when we permit our fear to stop our growth, we will be defeated. True courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to walk through it. You know, and so I'm really, you know, like respect everyone's honesty to come out and anyone says like, hey, I'm a bit scared of this, you know, like that's real, you know, and that's what snapped me out of this. What snapped me out of this was realizing this is real. It's affecting people no matter what my beliefs are, no matter what my feelings are, it's affecting other people. But I don't want to stay in that. I want to move on into the solution. So I'm glad like we got that out the way, could understand each other. And now I want to talk about the solution of this because the facts are that this has happened before. Things have changed and it's not the first time. And so what I did was I just got a bunch of notes here and I kind of want to break this down into a few sections. The next one is going to be mindset. We're going to talk about the mindset, about, you know, going forward inside this, which is like the solution. Then we're going to talk about clients, and then we're going to get a little bit into opportunities as well. So first one, the mindset. You know, how do we move forward? How to move forward through this? You know, the thing we got to understand is we're creatives. We build, like for this group right here, we more specifically build websites for clients. So when we build websites for clients, and once you've been doing it for a while, you realize it's more than just a website. You're providing a solution to the client. that's the goal right there, is finding out what the client's problem is and providing them a solution. And we do it in the form of a website and for their online presence. Now, the thing is, the client's problems have changed. They have new problems now. There are different problems out there. So the thing that I'm realizing that I have to do and that I'm looking at, especially within our industry and myself, is being able to adapt and shift and being able to be flexible to solve our clients' new problems. You know, and a few people mentioned there, you know, this isn't the time when nobody's going to no longer need a website. In fact, it might be the complete opposite. You know, I think there might even be more need for it now. You know, we'll have to see what happens. I do know this, e-commerce sales are up, you know, throughout the board. So, you know, that does right there show that there are other problems that we'll need to fix, and that, you know, we are lucky to be in this industry. The main thing that, you know, that I'm looking at with the mindset is to realize the uncertainty of this. Like, thing is, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how long things are going to last. I don't even know what my clients' problems are yet. I don't know. I can't even tell them what we could do to solve them. But I have to be ready to just embrace it and just embrace the fact that things have changed, embrace the fact that I'm going to have to change, that I'm going to have to rearrange some of the ways that I do my business. You know, what I had planned out a few weeks ago for the direction of my business and my company is changing. You know, I'm going to have to rearrange that right there in order to adapt to the new situation, in order to help clients better, and in order to continue our business to grow. So with that, you know, I want to go ahead and open it up and like see, you know, I'd like, first, I think, you know, taking this time to like learn new skills is fantastic. I think that's great. This is definitely the time, got more time on our hands, and taking the time to learn new things and to like get better at what we're doing. But what about also taking the time to look at the direction of where we want to go with our business? You know, someone had an analogy last night, and like, and I guess it's kind of, I related to this a lot since I just recently, since like I took time to like evaluate what's going on. And the analogy was that of like a Boy Scout. And, you know, and the analogy was that, you know, a Boy Scout, they're taught when they're lost in the forest, the first step they have to do is realize that they're lost. That if they do not realize that they're lost, then they cannot find the solution to go forward. And that's kind of like I feel right now, where I'm building up my mindset and where I'm starting to, you know, look at my direction on this. Is the first part was, you know, embracing what's going on, realizing this is real and that I need to change and adapt to it. And now looking for the solution and how to move forward. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and open it up so I don't just keep rambling on. Do you have anything, Lauren? Maybe you want to step in?
I had to step out for half of it, so I'm so sorry.
Okay.
If I say something, I'm just going to be making it up. Maybe other people can talk first. Let me gather my thoughts.
Man, you got the video on.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah, finally.
How about you guys? Like, let me just ask the group, like, does anybody here have any, like, are you guys starting to get ideas of maybe like things that you could do to, I'm trying to think of the right words, things that you could do to adapt that would help you out a lot more, that you feel like could help your business out? Is anyone getting any ideas on that?
So actually, I was a nurse in back home. I have a nursing degree, and like I got some new So because of my still main income is translation, it's like I got some coronavirus news translation for the hotels. And so I was thinking that maybe like some of those website who sells like the medical supplement or like the healthy supplement that kills or like kind of immune system boosters, those things, actually they're selling really well this time. And if they renew the website and something like that, and then I can use kind of my like useless nursing background. They say that I was a nurse before, so I can understand like what you need, and I can read some like ingredient, all the things, and then that was one of my approach. But I tried to reach out some of those kind of websites, and then they said no anyway. But like that's a kind of the way that like at the crisis, some of them actually making money, like mask company or like blood companies or like a health like supplement company. Those kind of industry making actually money way more than before, and like this money is like amazing money for them. And maybe approaching those kind of industry is, or making your like mock-up website just looks like a medical thing, and then just approach them as a profile portfolio that like I had this experience, I want to like renew the website. So like the one of the company I was approached, they have WooCommerce. I actually didn't have a experience like doing WooCommerce things, so that's why I said like maybe it's too much project for me, too big project for me, so I didn't take it. And yeah, but like if somebody has a like kind of good experience with the WooCommerce thing, yeah, actually those like health supplement from Australia or some kind of like other country, it's selling like flying out actually. Yeah, so maybe this is one of the industry you should reach out, even though it's not your niche part. Yeah, that's my idea.
I think that's an awesome idea. I
Yeah.
think right now, niching down, as much as I resist it,
Yeah.
I think it's a really good time to niche down. And
Yeah.
the thing is, when you niche down on a specific industry like that, you're starting to put yourself as an expert and position yourself that way.
Yeah, so yeah, that's one of the thing I feel a little bit like I kind of that kind of moment I realized I don't have enough experience with the WordPress because of they want to change some element without Elementor, and then they want to use like HTML and CSS a little bit, and then I don't know that like much about coding, and also I don't have WooCommerce like experience that much, like a worldwide WooCommerce system. I don't really understand that much. I haven't experienced, so I turned off the project. But like that's why I feel like I have to learn something more that to approach the bigger clients. So I feel like I wasn't ready for that project. So that kind of moment, yeah. So but other people who ishing down their things, like maybe don't think about tourism part, think about medical part, and then shift on part right now. Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're trying to do too, where, this is true for any depression or recession, I think. I got to check my economics on that. But there's always ways to make money, even if we're in a recession. Like you said, there's going to be people who are making money right now. And I was telling Jeff the other day that my first job was working at a financial company during the 2008 financial crisis. And all their competitors went out of business because it just it crashed. However, they had enough money to survive it, and they viewed it as a time to reposition themselves to be the brand to go to. And when the market went back up, they were the top dogs of the financial industry. So I think it's, at least for me, what we're trying to do is we already try to partner with big picture thinking clients, and hopefully Corona's short, and hopefully this is just a very temporary thing that shakes us a bit and changes our habits, but then business can go on as usual.
Mm.
And partnering with those companies who, like you guys said, are interested in investing now so that later they're ready when Corona disappears.
Mm. Yeah, like aim to pharmaceutical company, they have a lot of money and they earn a lot of money too right now.
Right. And I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of that coming up. I think that the people that survive, the businesses that survive, I should say, the businesses that survive this are going to be looking to future proof it. So I really think there's going to be an opportunity where people are going to, they're going to be taking another look at their online presence and making sure they're ready just in case. Again, this might also be a good opportunity. I mean, for the niching down, I think niching down is like, I'm looking at niching down. I don't like niching down, but I'm looking at it because I really feel it's a smart move. Also, I have a feeling, this might just be a feeling, you know, but I think that people are going to want to start investing more proper on their websites instead of getting something cheap. I think that now they're going to start seeing the value of it a lot more. And so they might not be looking for the $300 website, but like ready to, like, you know, shell out some good money to get an expert to build it. But that's just my prediction. I don't know. I'm not Nostradamus, so I can't say. I'm just, you know, ready on it.
Did the other group that you were in, Jeff, did they talk about that? Like people being more interested in investing now rather than...
Yes, yes. The big things, this is the big takeaways I got from this. And this is coming from people who have already gone through this. People have ran large branding companies and media companies for, you know, 10, 20 years plus. And the big takeaway that I got out of it was the mindset, needing to change the mindset, accept what's going on in order to move forward. And the second one was to invest. Investing is the right time. And it's not talking about investing in the stock markets and buying stuff, investing money, but investing into yourself and your business and pivoting your business in order to move forward. Because the thing is, there's a huge opportunity right now. There is a huge opportunity for us in our industry right now. And first, I want to just clarify something that, you know, searching for an opportunity during a time like this is nothing about taking advantage at all. We're just, I mean, we have businesses to run, we got livelihoods, we got, you know, people we need to support as well as ourselves. So it's not a negative thing. If this is, we just have to be real about it. And in our industry, there's just tons of opportunity because now people are going to start looking to the creatives for answers. People are lost. Businesses are lost. They're hurting out there, and they need help. That's the biggest thing, is that they really need help, and they're going to be looking at us, the people who are building their websites and helping them with their online presence more now, because they're going to need more of that expertise going on right there. The biggest one, though, was the mindset. I mean, it's just being able to adapt and shift. Realization that a lot of businesses aren't going to survive, even in our industry. You know, a lot of them just aren't going to survive through this. A lot of them are, though, and a lot of them are even going to thrive through it because they'll be able to embrace it and change. Someone also had a story in there. I feel like I'm rehashing all the story. I hope the other members in that group was like, dang, they took all of our stories from it. But like one of them was about, I think it was after the First World War, when America, like, you know, the whole economy crashed and nobody was spending money and there was like depression going on, and you had two business partners, and one of them told the other business partner, was like, we can't spend money right now, we need to save, we need to just, you know, just hold on to our seats and get through this moment. And then the other one said complete opposite, we need to take all the risks that we could take right now, invest everything that we got right now, and look for the opportunity. And that one was a guy who started Sears, and that's how Sears started. And the other guy, you know, who knows what happened to him. You know. So the next one too, though, that's really important that I really want to cover on this call is about our clients. That right now is just super important. And Lauren, you already started talking about it. And for me, what snapped me out of, getting my head out the sand and really acknowledging the situation was when I started looking at what was happening to our clients and their business, and being able to empathize with them and just be aware. It's so important right now. We have to be aware of what our clients are going through. No matter how my belief system is right now on this, no matter how I want to stay positive and how whatever I think about the media, that is irrelevant, because our clients are going through real problems right now, and some of them won't make it. A lot of them are hurting, and a lot of them are scared. A lot of them are, they're lost also. I mean, it's just a collective thing right now. And so right now, taking care of our clients, they're looking for us to help. And this is a time where we need to put their needs above ours. And it's like kind of like what you were saying, Lauren, like, you're trying to offer them things and trying to help them out through it. And that right now, I really feel is the way to go. Like, you have to be able to reach out and be genuine and be human with them. Like right now, I'm right now trying to contact all of ours on a one-on-one basis and just trying to talk to them. And it's really important right now. It's super important that when you're reaching out to your clients and you're talking to them, to not jump off and just start giving them solutions. Like, hey, I think you need an e-commerce. Hey, I think you need to do this and do this. It's just not, you need to figure out what are they actually going through, what are they feeling before trying to give them solutions. So and it just comes to being genuine, being human, and listening to them. Take that time to just listen to them, understand it, and empathize with it, and then just be there for them. Then let the solutions come. The solutions will come. They are going to need more help. But I mean, just put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel while you're going through this time? And if somebody is reaching out to you just to let you know that they care, that they genuinely just want to know what you're going through, so they could just be there for you and help you out. What kind of a relationship is that going to build right now between you and your client? Like, inside this group, we're having calls like this. You might be in other groups, but like situations like this, they might be causing worldwide fear, but they also create unity. One thing we get out of this is a unity when we all come together for a common solution. And like, we could go ahead and get unity inside this group, and it gives us strength, it gives us hope, but we could also build that unity with our clients. We could also build and really nurture this relationship with them. And I really feel like that's just like paramount right there. That's just super important right there. Does anybody else have anything like what they would feel what they could do for their clients right now during this time?
I'll just jump in real fast. One thing that I did this last week, because it's like you said, there's so much negative news, it gets overwhelming. So what I've been doing, because we niched down to nonprofits and social enterprises, I've been collecting positive news articles like, hey, there's grants from this place, Facebook's giving out money for advertising. Here's a list of things that you can do to help your nonprofit do an online fundraiser. And so I sent out a newsletter to them for just like, here's a list of good news of things that you can implement right now that might help. And a couple of them did email me back and they said like, this is really helpful, thank you, I'm going to try to get some of the Facebook ad money. So like it's like you said, like thinking about them as a real person, reaching out to them genuinely and genuinely trying to help them.
Hi Jeff,
Yeah.
can you read my chat?
Oh,
Sorry, because
Yeah.
here there's a printing and some people doing something, so I skip talking.
it's all good. What you say? Hi, Jeff. Just curious. You talked about clients. Usually after projects are done, are you still in communication with clients? How do you do that effectively? Yeah, all projects. My number one priority with every client I get is to build a long-term lasting relationship with them. So the way that I do it is I put everything I got into it. I really genuinely care about them, about their business, and about their goals. And then we do other things like maintenance plans and things like that. But just go all out for our clients. I don't do quick turnaround jobs. I take time with our clients. Right?
Yeah, I agree with what Jeff and Lauren both wrote and talk about it. So I had this small incident. So one of my clients who I'm working with, she's a travel photographer. I'm developing a website for her. So turns out that she was stuck in a different country where everything was shutting down. And you know, you just keep a normal check. So I just got in touch with her to ask certain changes. You know, like confirmation if she would be happy to get some changes done because I had some new ideas. So I got to know that she is apparently stuck at a airport right now and trying to, you know, move on from Spain to France, and the borders and the airports are closing. So I think my suggestion is, and what I felt is always nice to keep a check. So she said, you know, let's speak later about your ideas. And after 3-4 days, I got back to her. And rather than asking the ideas and the payment, which was supposed to be done, I just asked that, how did it go there? And, you know, like a normal conversation with her, because I feel it's more important for her to get out of a situation of being stuck in a country rather than me asking new ideas or asking for payments. It is important, sure, but it's not going anywhere at the same time. So I feel that building relationships is always more important than building transactions. And if any one of you have a current client who is a freelancer or even an organization, if you are keeping a check with them, not from the business side of it, because business side is obviously impacted. If you ask them, how is your business going? You're not going to get a very good answer because we all know it's going down right now. But if you keep it on a, you know, on a personal side, that how are things going in your life? I hope you are not facing difficulties, and I hope your family and everyone is sound. It brings like a personal interaction in between, and this is what makes the relationships last longer, you know, with any of your clients. This is what I've been doing, like just not every time, but like getting in touch once a week and checking up with them. How is it? Because a lot of them are traveling here and there, and if there is any way you can help with them. Who knows, your client is in your country by any chance right now, so anything is possible, you know.
Yeah, I like that. Building relationships and not transactions.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want to read this out real quick. Lauren, you put something inside the chat just for like the people who are going to watch this video. Just going back to like what Clement asked, and you put, what is it? Business side, it's cheaper to retain clients than to get new ones. Relationship wise, you spend too much time building that relationship, stay invested. Just want to go ahead and put that out there for people who are going to be watching this later.
Then it'll disappear forever.
Yeah. It's a lot easier keeping clients and building it instead of trying to find new clients. For sure. Anyone else have any ideas on, you know, what we could do for our clients at this time?
So I have a quick question about like maintenance. I think also that's more what Clementio mentioned about it. Like, so while I'm learning the WordPress, there's many aspects of WordPress. So this is time I spend time to learn. So I was more focusing on front end, and then like what I'm realizing about maintenance is not more about, it's more about back end part, like using the databases or like my SQL or marketing part or SEO or those things. So like I think Jeff and then Lauren has many years of experiences. And what do you usually focus on to learn first when you learn WordPress, when you like start your WordPress? Like do you usually like focusing on learning like front end part to make build a website, and then also you have to maintain the services to provide the same client. So it should have something like bug fix or something have like a SEO fix, like those things later coming on, right? So like, what should I learn? Like more importantly, more like have to give more gravity. Like I think that's what Clement you're also asking. Like, is it marketing part service like to maintain the client? Yeah.
You want to go on there, Lauren?
I don't think I understand the whole question. So Jeff, maybe you could start, because I heard a couple of questions in there and I'm not sure.
I think the main one was what to learn first, right?
Yeah.
What to learn first. Okay. It's hard.
So
Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, when I started, like I was trying to learn like about 5 or 6 different languages at one time. Like I was all over the place with JavaScript, Java, Python. I was trying to learn it all at the same time. And I had like kind of like a mentor that stopped me and told me to choose one. And he told me choose just one thing and get good at it and then move on to the next one. And that's exactly what I did. I chose just CSS at that time. That was what I chose. And since then, I've always focused on one thing. I went from CSS, and then the next thing I learned was Sketch App because I wanted to design more, and I just focused on Sketch App. And then I just keep going from one to one to one. And it worked for me, you know, like I started this journey with a couple other people, other digital nomads here in Chiang Mai, and I started it. And we started at the same place, and they kept trying to learn everything at once. And they're still trying to learn everything at once. And they're still at ground zero.
We'll see. Also, like, just I wonder, also you building your business based on Elementor, you still recommend to learn the coding?
I think if you're going to be a front-end developer, HTML and CSS, you should know. I think even a designer, you should know that as well if you really want to offer value.
All right. And what about database part, like kind of backend part? You also like learned it, like MySQL or things?
I don't know it.
I pay other people to know it, so.
Yeah, also I kind of like, because of my new client, I start to learn SEO part, and then I feel like this is kind of whole new world. And a lot of things like about the SEO I have to learn, and then I just like wonder like how much I should learn to offer the service of the building a website to install the basic SEO. And yeah, I'm trying to think that was the best way to spend my time during this kind of situation.
If you pick one thing and get really good at it, that I think for me, like, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I'm hiring and I'm looking to hire a developer, when I see somebody who says they're a full stack developer and they give me 20 different programming languages, I skip through that because I've always had trouble. But if I'm looking for someone to specifically build custom themes and plugins, I'm looking for a PHP developer. If I'm looking for a front-end developer, I'm looking for someone that knows design and knows CSS. So by having those specific skills, I feel like it's going to give a chance to be more hireable. And then I can speak from my personal experience. I stick with what's fun. I didn't learn database in my SQL because it's not fun to me. It's a headache dealing with it.
Yeah.
But CSS, I love it. I have a blast because I like making things look good. You know, and SEO is, it sounds like fun, you know, and I really think it comes from passion. It's like what you enjoy doing.
All right, yeah, that's a good answer.
And one thing is going to lead to the next. It's always going to, you master one thing. Like for me, CSS led to web design. And now web design is now leading now to another, you know, more into strategy, you know,
Yeah.
so things keep, you know, it's going through a path, but that path now has like a collective, you know, that allows me to do a lot more for clients and to help them out.
Yeah, thank you. Clement, yeah, I understand what you mean. Like you can build a website without CSS and Elementor. That's one part, and then like I was like confused. Like should I learn CSS?
So real quick before we end the call, I have a question that I want to ask everyone. You don't have to answer right now, but I think this is a question that we all should be looking at right now. And is, what is your shift? What kind of shift can you make during this time to better your business and offer more to clients? What kind of shift can you make that is going to be able to solve more problems by what's going on right now? You know, Min, you had one earlier where you're talking about niching down more and focusing on specific industries. That's a great example of a shift. You know, yeah, I think this is a question I'm asking myself. I'm writing a list down right now because I feel like we're at the point right now where there's a huge opportunity to be done inside your business. And it's going to take a little bit of maneuvering, shifting around, being able to be flexible. So this is something that I want to challenge everybody here. I want to challenge the group to like really look at what shift can I make in my business right now in order to grow it through these times.
Jeff, I want to say something to start, maybe answer this question, what I feel. For me, and this is the most important shift I think I can make, and maybe I recommend everyone out there, but it's a choice. I feel the most basic and the most important of shift is we can make is to shift our perspective from a negative based or a fear based mindset to a positive based mindset. You know, the ideology is, as I said before, and we all know that there are things, there are problems, but if we will sit at home thinking that, oh, the whole world is down with corona, maybe I'm not going to find any clients, then for sure you are not going to find any clients, because you are in a mindset that you are not going to find any clients because of certain happenings. So, and this for me is in a way living in a fear-based reality that the whole world is going down. That is true. You are aware of it and you acknowledge it. As you said, acknowledgement and accepting is what you need. You can't run away from it. You accept that there are things happening and I am a part of it, and you have to witness things going down, businesses going down. In a way, it's good. I believe me, I'm sure a lot of people feel it. The whole earth is cleansing itself, and you know, people are at home, no pollution, nothing. But that's a different story to it, right? And I'm sure you agree with it. There is the whole China as like everything is shut down, and you know, there is fresh air everywhere. So it's nice for the nature. But for us, I feel as a human being, and by being humans, I feel that a shift in a perspective from a fear-based or a negative-based mindset to a positive mindset in every aspect will help us, because as I said, if you think that, well, it's an opportunity, you're going to get opportunities. As we all know that there is law of attraction works. It's a different situation, but you know, and I feel that you will feel me when I say this. If you just say that the whole world is down with this virus, I don't think so I'm going to find any clients. Well, then you might not really get one. This is my idea of it. You know, you still got to hustle. Yes, you might not get the numbers you might have gotten before, but I think right now you can get closer to it. So if there is a shift in the perspective of the mind, and you are not letting the mind play with you by, see, what I feel is this is a good time to get lazy as well. People can say, oh, it's virus out there, nothing to do, let's chill at home, you know. So in a way that you are relaxing, but you are not really hustling right now. So as soon as there is a shift in the perspective, I think everything else falls in the picture. This is me, and I'm saying this because at the moment I do not have a lot of client base, because we all are not very old in the industry. As I said, I am just been a couple months, 4 or 5 clients here or there. But I have this positivity that if I keep hustling, maybe I'll find a client or two soon to get my work through for next 1 or 2 months. And then that's all you need, right? You got to look in the present moment rather than planning the clients for next 1 year. So it all falls into place.
Most definitely. Most definitely. The mindset is going to be the very first thing we have to do. Got to, like I said, accept, we acknowledge it, then embrace it and move forward with the solution.
Indeed, man.
And think about this. how many people out there are going to need this to shine on their website, on their online presence? How many people are going to need to also shift their brand over to show this right here?
Yeah.
And this is where there are going to be new problems and they're going to need new solutions for it. So we got to first start right here. I have to start with me. But then after I start with me, now I could be more effective and I could really help our clients and new clients do the same. Because there are going to be a lot more new clients.
Indeed.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So just to wrap up, everyone, real quick wrap up right here. You know, Brashoff just hit it on the money. You know, it's about the mindset and moving forward and, you know, being positive with it. Now we got to help out our clients with it too. And it's really important when we're helping our clients, we're doing this as from like empathy, and we're doing it just to help. It's not to get more work. It's about putting their needs before our own. And then also now making the shift, looking for the opportunity. What can you do within your business right now? Realizing that I have to change what my plans were a month ago. I have to rearrange that in order to pivot and move my business inside the right direction. That's going to give us the most opportunity and it's going to allow us to grow. Now I'm going to go ahead and post it out there. I really want to, like, you know, get that challenge out there, that spark right there to like really look at what is your shift. I went to sleep thinking about this. I woke up thinking about this. I got a bunch of things that I'm writing down. Like, you know, like one of the things is that I wrote down was doubling down on high value websites, you know, online strategy, e-commerce, social media. Somebody talked about, Lauren, you mentioned the Facebook ads. If you guys don't know right now, Facebook ads are super cheap. No one's bidding right now. It's a good time, you know, if you want to, like, you know, if you're into Facebook ads, and teaching, and then, you know, like also learning to develop and take the time to work on skills in your own website. So real quick before we end this, I want to go ahead and just let you guys know that we've been a little bit slow in the group. I've been slow in the group like this last 2 weeks. Been trying to like keep on top of everything that's going on. We got a lot of our clients doing emergency work. We're having to like change things, but I am looking going forward to keeping a more consistent activity inside the group. I really, you know, when I started the group, I had something in mind where we could learn and grow together. And so like one thing I am currently working on in the group, and so is Lauren as well, is putting something that's more consistent and more educational that's into this group right here that we could, you know, start to learn and build on a lot more. Like, I think it's good that we have these calls consistently, but there's a lot more that we could get out of a community like this. And I really want to see others just like flourish in it. I want to see people being able to use this, what we're doing here, and to like really see it help them inside their lives. So that's what I'm working on. That's one of my top priorities and what I'm looking to improve on myself. So like I've been working on calendars and scheduling, and, you know, I'm excited. There's going to be a lot more activity to come, basically. Let me see. Is there anything else? Does anybody have any last words, you know, last comments, last questions before we end this call? Everyone's good to go? All right, cool. Hey, if anybody has any ideas for any calls or anything, if you guys have any ideas, please let me know. I really want to do what's best for the group and for you guys right here. If you feel that, you know, if you feel like maybe staying right, like going on with inside the situation, like turning it to a positive direction, if we should, you know, if this helps out, let me know. And if there's anything else, like I know one of the things I really want to touch on is WordPress maintenance. I'm looking forward to getting into WordPress maintenance plans. and selling plans. But yeah, I'm so bad at goodbyes. Like it's hard for me to cut things off. So, stop me when I start rambling.
I
I just
like, oh, sorry.
no, you go ahead. No worries.
I really wish like we talk about the maintenance plan, because I haven't had any client who asking me the maintenance, so I have really no idea what to do with, like how to deal with, and so it would be good to like listen like how the maintenance plan should go, or like what should be the main structure of the maintenance plan that I have to deal with the clients. I'm looking forward to listen about that.
Cool. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Yes, Jeff, I feel maintenance plans is a good idea to discuss about, because I am looking forward to it as well. But just one thing, what Minju said, just to quick thing, Minju, I don't think so that customers will come up to you and ask for maintenance plans. You got to tell them the importance of maintaining a website on a weekly and a monthly basis. So, if you will wait for them to come and ask you maintenance, I don't think so it's going to happen. I mean, once Jeff and, Lauren and everybody share their insights on it. But this is my suggestion, because I have been looking to develop my maintenance plan for the existing customers, because in the end, you got to tell them and sell them that why maintaining is important. It's not going to come to you in the hand that, okay, I want maintenance, because they don't even know that making a website needs maintenance. But you buy a new car, you got to maintain it. It's simple as that. So you make a new website, you got to maintain it. That's what I can say about it.
True that. It's an upsell. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a strategy to it, but once you get it down, it's really easy to sell because it's a lot of value. That's a really good price. All right, cool. So that's topless. Maybe we have to do 2 videos a week. I don't know.
This lasts like 1.5 hours almost.
Well, I feel like now we're opening up about what's going on. I feel like what's happening right now is real, but now it's time for us to get into the solution. I feel there's a lot of opportunity here. And I think that if as a group we're all exploring that opportunity together, I think this could really help out a lot of people as well. So I don't want to just bring this up like what we talked about today and just drop it, because now we're like getting into the solution. I really think that getting into solution more is going to be helpful, and also, I am part of other groups, and I'm learning solutions from other people as well. And I would like to bring what I learned into this group. So maybe what we could do is maybe do 2 videos. Maybe we could do 2. We could do a special one just for maintenance plans, and then we could do another one about opportunities during this time. That way we could keep this going and keep the momentum and the focus, because I think it's going to really help a lot of people out through this time, having this focus inside this direction. I really do. I need it. I need to keep my focus in it, so I know if it's helping me, it could help others as well. So I'll go ahead and come up with something. We'll come up with something.
Sounds good.
Any suggestions, let me know. All right. So I guess that's it, everyone. Thank you for being part of this. I appreciate this a lot. I hope this is really helpful, and look forward to next week.
For sure, man. Once again, before ending, grateful to you and the whole team who was a part of it without this getting canceled, right? Looking forward to have more discussions. And one thing which I say to everyone in my neighborhood and to you friends as well, like, spread love and not fear. I mean, whatever we put our energy is going to increase. If you're going to spread love in these times, it's going to increase. So it's all good. Namaste. See you soon. Let's be in the group active and, be whatever best we can do for each other. Yeah.
And that's why I'm so grateful to have you here, man. I love the energy that you bring over here.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's just, this is not me. This is just, the universe talking to everyone, because somebody got to spread the message. And if we all can do that, I'm sure we all are grateful to be a part of it,
Yeah, and definitely this is not going to cancel. That's not going to happen. This is going to be the complete opposite of that. The complete opposite. This is
Yeah.
a place. This is a time where community is needed. This is a time to build a community. Huh?
We need to get social somehow.
You know, and this is built to support. You know, with unity and support builds strength, and you know, with strength and courage, we walk through it and we do it together.
Yeah, this too shall pass, as it has been said in the biblical things before. You know, everything will pass.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for being part of this call. I really appreciate it. And yeah, stay posted. There's going to be a lot more things going on inside this group, a lot more activity going on, and a lot more consistency. And I'm open, you know, to any feedback, any ideas. Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Oh,
Thank
I need to
you,
go home
Orange
right
Jeff,
now.
and everyone else.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys. Thank you.